Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about Club Nintendo and why it's the worst rewards program in gaming. Now, everybody knows that when you buy a modern console, you'll get some kind of program that gives you back. For example, the Xbox One and PS4. Both of these have their own free game a month rewards program. For example, PlayStation Plus. You can rent games for about, I don't know, $50 a year. You can rent whatever game they choose. You can download it straight to your PS3. And you can play it as long as you keep paying. And you can do this with whatever game comes out that month. You could load up months worth of games. For example, PlayStation Plus. Currently this month, you've got plenty of games. And and did I even mention that they just cut the price to $40 a month? I mean, many places are. I mean, just like with Xbox Live, which I'll get to in a second. So you've got these things for about $40 to $50 a year. And, of course, you'll get plenty of games on the PlayStation Plus. For example, you'll get, currently right now, you can get, on the PS3, Dead Space 3 and some indie game, PS4, Strider and Towerfall Ascension, Vita, Murasama Rebirth, and probably some other indie game. But you'll get games for free and you can rent them basically. And as long as you keep paying, you can play those games whenever. But what's Xbox Live do? Well, Xbox Live has their own thing called Games with Gold, where every month you get an Xbox 360 and Xbox One game for free, pretty much. So, whatever game is on the Xbox 360, like Games with Gold for now, you'll get it for free. And you'll keep it on the 360. You only rent it on the Xbox One, but I'm going to assume they did this so they could get more big-name titles like what PlayStation Plus has had in the past. But now that I've gotten both of these out of the way, both in Xbox Live, one more thing I forgot to mention, I hadn't gotten this out of the way. It costs $60 a year, but you've got places blowing them out for $40 to $50 a year, pretty much. So, if you know where to look, you can get Xbox Live cheap. So you've got that. So what's Nintendo do to compete with it? They have this joke called Club Nintendo. So what is Club Nintendo, you may ask? Well, long story short, anytime you buy a modern-day Nintendo game, it'll be like when you bought an old PC game. For example, you know how you'll have a CD key? For example, I'm going to cover up mine. For example, you know how with games such as Halo, you'll have a product key, for example? Well, with games with Club Nintendo, you'll get a product key inside your game. So you'll put the key in on Nintendo's website, and you'll have to take a survey, and then you'll get 60 points or 50 points, depending on how much the game's selling for new, supposedly, and how much that. Sometimes you'll get a free game, like with the 3DS Pokemon X and Y promotion, where, for example, if you paid so much, you got Pokemon X and Y for free if you bought a 3DS, a 2DS, and any select game that was included in the promotion and registered them. If you did both, you get a free X and Y code, and tons of people did that because, I mean, there are even some cheapish games you would get that would give you a code. But that sounds pretty decent. Of course, it's a digital game, so you've got to deal with Nintendo's DRM, but other than that, sounds pretty good on paper, right? Of course, sadly, Club Nintendo, their rewards are pretty crappy. So for blowing all this money on Nintendo games, what do you get? You get to download, you can pick from 3 Virtual Console or eShop games. I mean, these are pretty low value ones. I'm talking about the ones that are only like $5. And you'll pick from them. And then you'll be able to use your points on them and get the games. But it gets worse. At the end of every month, your status is reset. Like, all the points you collected are reset. So, No matter if Club Nintendo has crappy rewards like some leftover posters and some Kirby patches that have been sitting in their warehouse for a while because nobody wanted them, or some old Nintendo ROMs. If you want those, good for you, because you'll have to spend your money on them. I mean, your points on them. Same thing though, pretty much. So, because it resets every year. So, Club Nintendo just reset, and this is going to lead into what I'm talking about. So, recently, like I said, Nintendo reset their Club Nintendo stuff. And what they did is a reward to their loyal fans for blowing hundreds of dollars worth in Nintendo branded merchandise. They're now going to give them a free digital game. So what could these free digital games be? New releases? Could these be a free game like with the Mario Kart 8 promotion, which people were buying Mario Kart 8s, using them for the code, and then selling them on Amazon? Or could this be something like, let's just say, another generic $5 game? So, let's see what you get. You can pick from Gold and Platinum. Now, Gold and Platinum, the only difference is Platinum means you spent more money on Nintendo games and registered them. So, with Gold and Platinum, with both levels, you can get Ice Climber for the Nintendo, Kid Icarus for the Nintendo, Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo, Zelda 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, Donkey Kong 3 for the Nintendo, Wario Land 2 for the Game Boy, Metroid for the Nintendo, Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy. This is what you get if you're on both levels. So you get, if you paid more money to Nintendo and are in the Platinum level, you can do Game & Wario for the Wii U, NES Remix for the Wii U, Earthbound for the Super Nintendo on the Wii U. Keep in mind, this is just some Super Nintendo ROM, Super Nintendo game that is so popular to the point where people are bootlegging the crap out of this game. But apparently, plenty of people love this game, so good for them, I guess. Dr. Luigi for the Wii U, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D for the 3DS, Fluidity Spin Cycle for the 3DS, Dylan's Rolling Western for the 3DS, Mario and Donkey Kong Minis on the Move for the 3DS. Look at these top tier games you're getting. It's like the games nobody wanted, but they're just handing them out anyways because probably wanted to, I guess, because they like had no value, so they're handing them out. It's like if you go to the arcade, you know how they got those arcade machines? Then you blow tons of money playing a game, and then next thing you know, all you get is a little stupid toy from like Dollar Tree, like, ooh, you can get a flashlight or something. When these batteries are dead, but the point still stands. You can get some stupid toy from Dollar Tree if you pay up with Nintendo. I'll get to that later. But, like I said, that's the point. You're getting these little cheap toys for blowing hundreds of dollars on Nintendo games. Not 50, not 60 a year, hundreds of dollars, and you're only getting these. These are all digital rewards in Club Nintendo. Like I said, most of their physical rewards are stuff that's been sitting in a warehouse. And they didn't even give people physical rewards this year because years ago, they gave people stuff such as, for Platinum rewards, they gave people stuff such as video games, such as some Doc Lewis's Punch-Out thing. And then you get, and Mario's hat. You get, one year they gave out some Super Mario Brothers figurine set. One year they gave out some badges. One year they gave out Mario playing cards and limited edition posters. One year they gave out the soundtrack to Majora's Mask. And what did Nintendo give out this year? Digital games only. Not even stuff that had been seen in their warehouse. Look. Nintendo's not even trying to please their fan base at all. The only ones they're pleasing are the ones who have no quality standards whatsoever and who will happily say yes to anything Nintendo. Because let's be honest here, What game, like, I mean, what are they giving people for spending hundreds of dollars on their games? Nothing. Club Nintendo is an absolute joke. That's all. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, and please, can people step their standards up so there isn't stupid crap like this? Because this is a joke. It's like, spent hundreds of dollars, here's a free Mario copy. That's all.